Life. We human beings have so many questions that clouds our minds about life. The questions we ask ourselves are: why were we born in this life? What is my purpose or mission in life? Why do I have to face a lot of problems in this life or lifetime? Others are better than me and I am not. In turn, ultimately, we start criticizing and speaking negative about ourselves. So, what is the purpose of life? It is to become happy. Whatever country or society people live in, they all have the same deep desire to become happy. Yet there are few ideals as difficult to grasp as that of happiness. In our daily life, we constantly experience happiness and unhappiness, but we are still ignorant as to what happiness really is. Happiness is not a life without problems, but rather the strength to overcome the problems that come our way. There is no such thing as a problem-free life. Difficulties are unavoidable, but how we experience and react to our problems depends on us. We have to be responsible for our own happiness or unhappiness. Our vitality, the amount of energy or life force we have, is in fact the single most important factor in determining whether or not we are happy. True happiness is to be found within, in the state of our hearts. It does not exist on the far side of some distant mountains. It is within you, yourself. However much you try, you can never run away from yourself. And if you're weak, suffering will follow you wherever you go. You will never find happiness if you don't challenge your weaknesses and change yourself from within. Happiness is to be found in the dynamism and energy of your own life as you struggle to overcome one obstacle after another. This is why I believe that a person who is active and free from fear is truly happy. Definitely, the challenges we face in life can be compared to a tall mountain rising before a mountain climber. For someone who has not trained properly, whose muscles and reflexes are weak and slow, every inch of the climb will be filled with terror and pain. The exact same climb, however, will be a thrilling journey for someone who's prepared, whose legs and arms have been strengthened by constant training. With each step forward and up, beautiful new views will come into sight. There are two kinds of happiness: relative and absolute happiness. Relative happiness is happiness that depends on things outside ourselves: friends and family, surroundings, the size of our home or family income. Relative happiness is also based on comparison with others. We may feel this kind of happiness at having a newer or bigger home than the neighbors. But that feeling turns to misery the moment they start making new additions to theirs. Absolute happiness, on the other hand, is something we must find within ourselves. It means establishing a state of life in which we are never defeated by trials and where just being alive is a source of great joy. This persists no matter what we might be lacking or might happen around us. A deep sense of joy is something which can only exist in the innermost reaches of our life and which cannot be destroyed by any external forces. It is eternal and inexhaustible. So before I end, there's a lovely poem on happiness. A person with a vast heart is happy. Such a person lives each day with a broad and embracing spirit. A person with a strong will is happy. Such a person can confidently enjoy life, never defeated by suffering. A person with a profound spirit is happy. Such a person can savor life's depths while creating meaning and value that will last for eternity. A person with a pure mind is always happy. Such a person is always surrounded by refreshing breezes of joy.